Greetings, I am Nice.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together. Alrighty, my
these
bros.
boxes, the fact that they're so messed up actually makes me wonder if it isn't possible to consider that they've actually been sitting there for a while. Like, they are a necessary part of the work environment, but people also forgot about them because they haven't been out here for so long.
And that could be it, that really, like, a project was started, like, years ago to build more, like, onto the bottom of this, you know, disc.
Right.
On the bottom of the platform, and they just went, you know what, it's good enough. You want it to be fancier, but you know what, the supervisor says the lamps are there, we're done.
Right, we
That's
got it, we don't need to worry about it, blah, blah, blah. They only need routine maintenance once every few months or whatever.
What if all of this is essentially remnants of installing those lamps originally? And so, basically, this is just the underbelly of the city.
Yeah, but when you pull a lot of this down, though?
Except for you don't. You go, oh, we didn't need that much stuff. Okay, it's so much work to remove it, it's more expensive to pull it out than it is to leave it there and abandon it.
I love that concept. People go, it's so expensive to pull it out, and you just kind of stare in a weird,
yes.
critters.
You gotta analyze these boys.
Oh, time to analyze the boys. All right, guys, let's analyze the boys
Those
together.
are seahorses, and I love them. Terpsichore?
Terpsichore? I love them. They're weak to Blizzard, of course they would be.
What's a terp?
I don't know.
They just like boomeranged themselves or shoot or like throwing starred themselves away. They're shuriken cults.
Shuricults.
Okay, hang on. If those are terpsichores, so that means there's horses as well. These are the babies.
That is actually a good consideration.
I want to see the big
Cults
ones.
are babies.
Cults are baboos, and I need to see the terpsichellions.
Terpsimares,
Yeah.
right? I was like, we're getting there.
Or terpsihorse. The terpsihorse.
Oh god. Terpsifoles.
Yes.
Terpsiphillies.
Because
cults are specifically what you consider to be the boys.
Yep, and the foals are your gender neutral.
The foals are gender neutral, yep.
And then your fillies are the girls.
Fillies are the girlies.
Yep. Honestly, I think it's hilarious that sometimes people don't know that, and then they will use it as generic baby horse term, which I appreciate. Not everyone knows that. I didn't always know that. These kinds of things. There's no reason people have to or should know that.
Nope, have to know.
But it's sometimes sort of funny, just in a personal, like, I'm a, horse nerd kind of thing. You're going, he, you just misgendered
You did the wrong one. You misgender horses.
Pretty
Honestly,
much.
I had horses for a while, and I still misgendered shit. But then half the time, I wasn't entirely paying attention, just because I didn't really care and didn't think it was that big of a point. But some people really honestly thought it was a huge important thing. So you sort of go, okay, that's all right. You don't have to murder me now. And they're like, nope, time to murder you. And you're like, oh,
to murder.
Time to commit a death. And you go, oh,
boy.
Okay.
All right, so it's another light, and there's a lot of poles. You could build so much stuff up here. Holy crap! And
right,
okay, that reminds me of one of those ball storage things in like the grocery store.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you, Cloud.
So is this lamp 2 or lamp 3?
I think this is lamp 3.
Okay. So we found some weird little materia sitting around in places, right?
Right. So we got to do something about it. Though there was, it seems like, a one that we missed.
We've only got one left.
Oh, one left.
Okay, so this is the second lamp. Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I
show
thought we
you
had
where the
3.
third one is.
Right.
Okay.
I was like, that seems strange.
Because like I say, I thought there was more materia around here, but I guess not.
Huh? You
I
want to
guess
check them out?
not.
Not. Oh dear. All right,
I guess
ladders.
not.
He is so worried about falling. Like Barrett,
Hey.
this is not the mission for you, my bro.
Oh.
Like you
Well,
don't
we're gonna
want to
have
be
to
here.
get that, aren't we?
That looks like a thing to get. Yes. The power's on
It's
now.
good the power's on, because otherwise we're in trouble.
So many.
Are we gonna go down? Are we gonna go over?
Like webbing packets everywhere. It's just like. It also reminds me of like Gremlins 2.
Oh God!
So bad.
That made me so uncomfortable as a child.
Yes.
Everybody's like, Gremlins is cute, and I'm like, Gremlins was nightmare fuel. Thank you.
It was horrifying. Is there a monster here? Because they're just turrets.
That's
looked
that's
at
a
those?
monster to these.
Have we
people.
analyzed those?
I had to first have the ability to assess.
No,
them.
I know. You have to get hit enough for. What is it that triggers?
So see your ATB gauge. You have to do a certain amount of activity before you're allowed to do a special action.
Right. So to be in battle long enough for it to matter. I love that he's just like taking all the rounds. We're just shooting you with real ass deadly bullets, and you're just getting hit a lot of times.
Makes
It's
sense
fine.
to me.
This is totally fine. I'll just stand in front of the gun and take the hits until you run out of ammo, or until I've beat
That's
you down.
soldier for you.
What does a tank do? They just take the hits until you run out of ammo. It's fine.
That's a soldier for ya.
I'm also just like,
Wow.
Barrett, the front of your gun heating up still does nothing for me.
It also makes me more personally uncomfortable, I have to say, because I'm like, so is he gonna die?
I feel like
Like-
also with the gun sort of heating up to molten red, it would lose its shape a lot.
Yes,
and
it
your
would.
barrels
That's
need to
actually one
be-
thing that they talk about of going like there's a certain amount of like heat tolerance that the metal has to have.
Uh-huh.
Plus, also you need to know how much to fire it, and then also to not fire it, because otherwise you're going to really mess yourself up.
Yeah, well, and for me, I'm just like, wouldn't it ruin the gun over time? You know, if those barrels are getting soft all the time, they need to be precision tubes for bullets to go through them, you know?
Right?
And that's the problem I'm having is going, that would slowly just ruin your gun if you're always heating it to like basically red hot temperatures. That makes the metal softer.
Right?
So it's an interesting, wow, he just phased out again.
Slap.
Barrett is so uncomfortable, he just keeps blinking out of
shame we had to
existence.
wander
I'm afraid of
around.
heights
Hey,
so bad,
there's
just
an
poof.
underside.
No stamps here to guide us.
Alright, sun lamp 3.
No, Jesse or anybody else here to guide us. Well, that's
Yep.
because Jesse can just go, oh,
Oh hey, there's a
there's a
ladder.
thing down here.
Yeah,
I wonder what's down
there's a
here.
downstairs.
Let's find it downstairs.
Oh, sorry, it's
Let's
not
go
downstairs.
downstairs.
Oh god, more tires.
Oh.
So many more tires. They would have been throwing away their tires up here. They were definitely like,
Oh,
yeah,
so yeah, see, here's your
scrap
scrap.
heap, everything. They're like the trash.
Do they
is
really
all
just like
staying here.
abandon this whole thing? That's wild.
It does look like that happened.
I-
I
what's
wonder
over here?
why.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh!
those are big.
Oh, they're big.
Those are the queens.
Those
there
are
are
big.
2 queens. Lovely. All right. So these are the queens.
I guess this is a queen and this is queen death and
I
this
love
is
how they-
queen murder.
kind of wiggle their butts when they're about to jump. They kind of do this little
Kinda
cat
cute,
tail little
aren't
thing
they?
like loo 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 loo. I will bounce. Honestly, creatures are only terrifying, in my opinion, if you don't know what they're going to do. Like if you are wondering what will happen. They are not terrifying if you know their nature, if they know what they're like.
It's true.
So if you're, if your good dog that always behaves wonderfully and is always super nice to you gets moved into a gas strike body and still behaves always super nice to you and always wonderfully to you and please pet my head, you are not going to be afraid of that thing even if you think it looks weird because you know exactly how it's going to behave. The tiny little dwarf wings though, I keep wanting to be like, okay, so do the males fly? Like is there like a male drone or something that flies? Like, is that why you have your tiny little dwarf wings? Or are somehow like all of these immature and they do fly in their big form, you know? So this
Right.
is like a young queen grass strike.
That would be really interesting.
I keep wanting to read it like grass, not grash.
I know it's grash though. It's like who came up with that?
A gash strike. I don't know. What's a grash?
Who
It's
knows?
grassy gashing? I don't know. Anyway, it's a grass strike. They had to name things. It's fine. On the other hand, that's like a really indicative name of like its experience in the world. Okay, so think about it this way. So these monsters just exist. You're in a world where monsters just exist, and that's just your regular like creature experience, right?
Uh-huh.
Like people have dogs and cats, and there's grass strikes, and there's all kinds of like
This is just
mutant
what this
rats and
looks
things,
like,
right?
right?
So you're in preschool and you're learning about grass strikes as we, what does the grass strike say, right?
What does the grash strike say?
And so, cow says moo, dog says bark, grass strike says who knows? And you all
whatever
learn
it
to do
is.
this, and it's fine. But the thing is going, okay, so, wow, look at this, dying fish, it's fine. So then, like, why call them grass strikes? Like, that is a very specific kind of a function name. Like, they don't have, like, an insect name or a taxonomic, like, name or anything like that. Like, they're not called a bee or a wasp or, like, we don't have anything but that big of complex names for the most part. So like, and grass strike again suggests behavior. Like a scorpion, we don't call a stinger crawler,
Right.
And so I'm just like, why call it that? If you're thinking about in-world mechanics of this is just what people call them. You have a rat and you have a grass strike? Like, what do you call your butterflies? I want to know.
It's a good
Like,
thing to ask.
I suddenly want to know what your other creatures are
Come
called.
on.
It is very
Sorry,
exciting.
I'm getting a little distracted here, going like, huh?
It's alright, you're meant to be fighting. So for anyone who's watching and doesn't know, my good friend Scandal here is holding the controller, and they are doing their best to not get beaten by tail as they try and kick these tails.
Aha! All right, so.
And I'm still just like, these things should be able to fly if they're living up here, and the tiny wings suggest so much. On the other hand, do we know how old the Plate City is? Like, do we know how many years ago it was built? Like, was it built thousands of years ago? Could they have, like, through the use of Mako, evolved aggressively from weird bugs that were up here that used to have wings? And they've just been such a problem for so long. This is their only ecosystem, is on the underside of this city in the entire world.
Good question, actually. Hang on.
It's just gently flapping around while you're in slow-mo. I can, trying to give a high five. Oh, it was still moving while it was dying. That's not creepy or uncomfortable. I'm fine. This is fine.
Holy cow. I'm like, I must save my ass before I die.
I mean, you got 3 asses to save, so honestly,
Whoa!
that's important. And then gone?
They're gone.
Alright, so you got a lift thingy here.
That seems to be up.
Right, so...
Why is it up?
So bring it on down. And keep going down. Oh, yeah!
Ah, it was this one. I thought I saw it while we were coming over here.
Alright, and it just keeps going down. Okay, now what?
So do I leave it and then
Can you get it?
Here?
How
do I
he
reach
can't
this?
reach it. Oh my god,
Oh
he
my god,
summons
really?
it to his hand.
Oh, you were full of so much shit.
You are kidding
Sir,
me.
I doubt.
I don't believe it at all. Nope, none whatsoever.
That's not how that works. Alright.
Now, did you remember that the queen grass strikes are, sensitive to cold?
I did, but
Okay,
I
but it was
kept
still
running
hard.
out, and but every time I went to go use it on somebody, they didn't have enough on their meter, basically, so I was kind of screwed.
Okay.
So I remember that, but thank you. I was sad about it, and it was disappointing, and blah, blah, blah. That was a little bit harder than it meant to be, because I think the last time we came here, so when I was actually able to go through that, I actually had everybody with Blizzard materia.
And that made it better.
And that made it way easier.
Alright, so you also want to
Okay,
go across that bridge, too, I think.
Yes, so I'm going to need to pick this back up
Yeah,
again.
hold it back up. It's fine. I wanted to just have one of those hanging controls so hard.
Thank
I
you.
really think it should to some degree. Just one of those like crane
What else are we
controls.
missing around here, though, is the question.
I don't
I don't think
know.
we're missing anything.
I think you're okay. I think you just
Yeah,
need to
we're
go
good.
across the lift. And then you can head back into other things.
Yep, sounds good. Alright, so we're going to go back this way and find out about it. Oh.
Wait, so
Oh.
you put the bridge in place. Now you gotta
Huh?
oh, there we go. Nice! This is
Hey!
the other side.
Nice!
You have
Good job. I have
achieved
achieved
the
another
other side.
Now I need to remember to get the red materia.
Behind the
whatever that
fans
is.
of
Oh,
death.
that's the summon materia. Right. So there's summon materia that's behind the fan of death, and we're gonna find out about that one. and
Yep,
it'll
so
be
that'll
great.
be fine.
Alright.
That'll be like no big deal.
no big.
No big.
No
Alright,
big.
so do you know how to get where you're supposed to be going, where your objective is?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not gonna fall into these. Trips, falls into the pile of, web
Human
and goo.
flesh.
And human flesh that is sort of slowly being
I-
digested. Or
I
maybe
honestly find that to
stored?
be
Who knows?
Stored, digested. Honestly, it's usually a combination process, which is why I think it's really funny. Where everybody's like, "No, they're stored. They're still alive," and I'm like, "No, it's actually supposed to be a combination process. This is not supposed to be a one-way thing."
No, it's like pre-digestion.
Like it
and
is
stuff.
actually supposed to be a one-way thing. It's not supposed to be it's a two-way thing. You can get out of this. It's like you're not supposed to be able to.
It's like, no, you're dead. It's fine.
That's death.
Like you're
We'll
just
have to
dead.
make one.
Alright, and we're trying to get over there. We've already been to that light, haven't we? Or is that the third one? That's the third one, isn't it?
This is the third one.
Okay, this is number 3. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, Bridge is like, you don't know what you're doing, bro. It's fine. There we go.
Alright, got it.
Yay, we'll get this.
Alright, cool. Wait, did I
Alright.
need this thing? Oh, there might be a thing over here.
My friend, there could be something.
There could be a
somewhere
thing! Nope,
amongst
nothing.
all of these forgotten materials. Are those just coolers, like those orange guys?
Honestly, they could. This is again where I'm like,
Or like
look at all these freaking
toolboxes?
resources, and everybody wonders why people break into construction zone sites and go, "You're not supposed to steal stuff." I'm like, it's going to waste.
I'm saying,
Literally, go
if it's
screw
not a
yourself.
construction site anymore and it's a ghost construction site, yeah, it is being wasted. What was that?
That was me zipping over here, and that was a terpicult or whatever.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. It was like,
Yeah,
that
see,
was
it's
like a
right there.
tentacle swooping down. They have a butt. Did you see that?
What the absolute
They
crap
have
is that? They have an
A
ass.
booty. Why?
Do they sit? I need a picture of a terpicult sitting.
It's fine. I sit. These
This is
muscles
what
are
they
to
do.
control my tail,
These
like
muscles
yours
I
control
make
your
for,
leg.
for zooping.
So you
and
know-
I'm gonna go over here.
And that's what I'm gonna do. It's okay. I support
That's
them.
so wild. It has an ass.
Also, how do you fling yourself forward when spinning? Like, I want to know how they do this maneuver. I would be, I just want to be a biologist in this world. That's totally what
Honestly,
I'm into. Like,
it would be really
what
cool.
did you do? I just got my Final Fantasy career, and I'm gonna be a biologist. I am interested in all these weird animals. Then you've got, Avalanche being like, see, all these weird animals, the result of killing the planet. And me going, no, but they are special, precious, beautiful things. We must preserve them.
No, the sadness, it fills me. No, I'm
We will heal the planet and kill off every one of these unique creatures.
Oh! And that's the way that you get everybody to care because, it's like all the other stories where people just go, yep, save the pandas.
So is he
Except
gonna-
for, in this case, one of the reasons why we can't save the pandas is because people.
It's because their natural habitat is going away.
Uh-huh.
And from everything we understand, there is a point at which they will have no habitat anymore, and we will just have pandas that are completely displaced.
Unless people make different choices.
Okay.
Because they require so much space, but that's okay.
That is
but
a lot of canisters of compressed gas. Just
Why
sitting
not?
there. It's fine.
I mean, it's necessary. Don't you understand that you need
There-
to have that much gas? That
just tried to shove you out of the way of that switch.
It's
He
fine.
really did.
He can shove me all he wants. It's okay, Daddy.
I shove. It's fine.
It's alright, Daddy. I'll forgive you.
He is a dad.
He is a dad. That makes three. Enough to finally get our cargo platform moving. Yeah.
For our very brief read of that completely new coaster. Woo!
I'm so excited.
Ho one sign. Let's get back to the ho one sign.
Ho one. I've got a ho, baby. It makes me so happy.
I don't think it's anything serious. Honestly, again, she had like a ton of concrete dropped on her before.
I know.
Alright, let's see. So now we gotta go back.
Alright, Cloud, you're supposed to also be wedged, so if you're not taking care of cats while you're doing this, then you have failed.
Sounds like Cloud.
Sounds like Cloud, I what?
TBH.
Like, it is the truth.
Cloud
Alright,
is
do you
just
know where
like,
you're going? 'Cause I
vote
don't.
Yes, okay.
I am
We're gonna
crap
go.
at these kind of games because I never know where I'm going.
This is fully a guess and mostly made out of just sort of like humming my way through reality and just going,
Does Barrett keep poofing in instead of keeping up with you? Is this like a Gimli joke where he can't keep up running with Cloud and so he just keeps warping over?
I mean, Tifa can't either.
Okay.
They both keep joiping on over
They just keep
here.
having to teleporting up to you.
Alright,
Because
this
you
has
can't.
got to be useful.
Okay,
Yes?
So no, this is the one you couldn't power up, right?
Yes!
So don't power it up yet. Go back.
Oh.
I.
Oh!
You are toast, man.
That is hilarious. That is so good. That is such character awareness. That is... Honestly, we've noticed here and there's some level of like where the characters continue to be more than just like a character. They're actually thought of to have more of a personality than just sort of some very brief facsimile of a person kind of thing. Because they are still in the end characters, but there is some of these lines that are just super excellent, and I love the crap out of them. And how far are we on our timer? Because my friend looks like they were making
Okay,
eyeballs
so
at me.
on our timer, we still got like 2.5 minutes left. So
Oh,
we're
okay.
good.
Well, let's give this a shot then, because we did this last time. Because
We
I
did.
went to fans.
And this was very hard. So we're trying to shut down these fans, and it has this really specific timer system. It's also letting you know there's music available. There's music available, my friend?
There is.
There is music
There's a thing.
available.
There's a potion.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a. Well, you better go do this then. Has a designated time limit. If you don't do this quickly, there is web in there, and this is gonna go.
Run!
But you can't
Cloud
run,
was
it's
like,
fine.
nope, screw that.
Oh, that's a queen. All right, so freeze it.
Much freeze, much freeze.
Much freeze. Freeze its booty. And hopefully, in this very, very short little timer, with, as far as we can tell, randomly spawned enemies, we will be able to squish this thing and then push the button. Because that's fine. I keep seeing, and I would have thought all of those piles of webbing and mass and stuff were eggs. I really would have, until they told us that that's what they do to their victims before they eat them. And then I'm like, and now it's just all employees to me, all the time. That's all I see.
Every day, it's just
I'm just
employees.
like, this is all the people that came down here, and now they're all packed into these web bundles and just, waiting to be food. Oh,
sounds
God. Unless it's both, like a wasp and a caterpillar.
Oh, really?
Oh.
You kill me even... honestly, that would be terrible. But it's
That
like...
would be so horrifying. I'm not horrified. It's fine. This is fine.
perfectly reasonable, I think,
The most reasonable. We
Alright,
are
Tifa
the most
Cloud
reasonable of
spells.
peoples.
Well, I don't have any...
It's okay. You got 20 seconds left, my bro. So we are probably not doing this on
Yeah,
the
this
first
is
round.
really hard to do the first round. I think you either have to be higher level or have better materia. Or I just suck.
So
you
does
know,
it just
let's
keep,
just
like,
you guys
popping
all
off?
making fun of me. I'm sure you're just like, it's fine. You just suck. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I appreciate y'all being honest with me.
You're fine.
But, eventually one day I will fight you. and I will hunt you down.
I just keep looking at it getting hit and going, is it puffing out like spores or like poison gas or what? Tifa doing the long fall. It's fine. Must do
Honestly,
the long
I'm like,
fall.
you could totally have access to the little computer over there in a certain amount of time. Like,
Yeah.
that would be great. The only
just
problem
have-
that it has is just going like, oh, well, you know, you're not doing it during the correct amount of time because you're not allowed to have anybody in your group.
Push a button
with-
while they're in combat.
Right, and I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard so far. Oh my god.
I mean, there's such a long tradition of I will cover you while you do this thing. So, like, I think that would be a really cool dynamic to have. And I appreciate that you can't do the same kind of little trial by fire that you might want to do. But there is this experience of going, okay, my dude, my bro, my person. What you can do is have two people have to keep the monster a certain distance away while they control someone else to get over the panel.
Right.
All right, so it says no. The answer is no. All right, friend.
Will they let me? Will they let me?
Friend.
No.
You are out of time, friend.
Fine. Well, you know what? We're gonna be out of time, so in the next one we will come back and actually,
will beat this.
we'll beat this. You know, this will be a thing. So I'm gonna
It'll
go
be
ahead.
good.
I'm gonna sit on this bench. We're gonna get some stuff that's in the potions and music
Yes.
vending machine. And thank you very much for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And please also feel free to go check out our Ko-fi or Patreon if you'd like to support us. If you'd just like to sponsor us to play a game because you like the way we do things.
Yep.
Other than that, though, also if you'd like to tip us because you find us to be fabulous. So I have been your Uncle Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!